Hola, Francisco. How are you doing?
Hola, Jorge. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening to our listeners, wherever you guys are in the world. Jorge, how are you?
I'm okay. Thank you very much. How's everything?
Doing fantastic on this side of the world.
How was your week?
Well, it was a great week. Just a little bit of work. Hey, no complaints. How
Perfect.
about yours?
Same here. Same here. Same old thing, healthy. That's the main thing. I'm very healthy, touching wood.
Touch wood. Let's touch
Touching
wood
wood,
because it's like,
yeah.
oh
Touching
gosh.
wood, yeah. And being healthy, you can do anything that you want to do. Even if you don't want to do anything at all, you can do that. Not nothing.
Exactly. So health is the most important thing.
Correct. So, well, Francisco, we're going to talk today about an issue that is very much related to you because of the geographical situation that you are located in the Iberian Peninsula. Everybody knows you are from Pamplona. Pamplona is in the west, southwest part of the Pyrenees, which is the natural border with France, and is part of the old Basque country. Not the old, I mean, what I mean is the Basque culture, that was a bigger area what it is politically today, but you are in Navarra, but your culture, your lifestyle is Basque, totally Basque.
Mhm.
And okay, Basque is, as far as I know, is one of those languages in Europe. Is called Indo-European language that they don't really know the origins of the language. Um, Together with the Finnish, I think it is. Yeah, and I mean there is so many theories where it comes from, but anyway, you must be one of those that because you are Basque, you have to speak perfect the Basque language, don't you?
Okay, that's one of my, let's say, complaints. A lot of articles and a lot of podcasts, and people say that to be Basque, you have
Yeah.
to speak Basque. Well, guess
Uh-huh.
what?
Yeah.
I've done my DNA test and I am 100% Basque, but
You are.
I am you know, that's one of the things I envy from Americans.
Yeah.
They are, they have mixture of British, German, and the whole thing. I'm Basque, 100%. Boring.
No, not at all.
Oh gosh, yes, it's boring for God's sakes.
Nah,
But
it's not.
anyway, the important thing is that I'm 100% Basque. I have
Hmm.
been brought up as a Basque person, but I do not speak the Basque language.
Excuse me.
Well, when was I born? When was I born?
Was it 1970?
71.
71, right. Okay. Yeah.
Who was around there in
Oh, yeah,
1971?
yeah, 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 yeah. I know where you're going to. I know where you're going to. So, although you probably started school when you were 4 or 5, it was just when Franco was either about to die or already dead, very
Mhm.
early before you started school. Okay, yeah. Just a reminder to our listeners here that we had a very repressive years, decades in Spain because of the Franco dictatorship. The war started in 1936 until 39. He won the war. And everything had to be Spanish. No other culture was allowed. No Basque language be spoken in public, in schools, in bars, in restaurants, not at all. The same as in other areas of Spain, like in Catalonia, in Galicia. And yeah, so it makes sense. So you grew up still with that very conservative repression, isn't it?
Well, the thing is that I know my grandparents,
Yeah.
both of them, the four of them, they spoke Basque language,
Hold
but
on, hold on. They spoke, you're talking
yeah,
past.
they I know they spoke Basque language, but I had never heard them speaking in Basque.
How come?
The repression, Franco's repression was so hard that if you would speak
Mm.
a couple of words in Basque on the streets, they would shoot you, no questions asked. So I guess my grandparents, they were very, very scared of that. And they didn't give the language to my parents. And my parents didn't speak language, the Basque language. They didn't give it to us.
Mm.
So in
Wow.
the Basque country, there are two generations, my parents and my generation, that we do not speak Basque language, especially if you live in a city. If you're in the mountains, that's where the language was preserved.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But in the
Yeah.
cities, the repression was much, much, much stronger. So we do not speak Basque. That's when people say, to be Basque, you need to speak Basque. Well, I don't speak Basque. And guess what? My DNA says I am 100% Basque. So that's one of the things. No, yeah,
Well, so
it's
I guess that now it was a kind of survival.
yeah, it was 100% survival.
What a shame.
So it was a dictatorship. So
Yeah.
I mean, when we think about Franco, it
Mm.
seems to be very far in history. It's like, oh no, he
No,
died in
it's
19.
not. No, 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 it's
No,
not.
no, no, that was
Uh,
yesterday. We were alive. We were
uh,
kids.
yeah.
So although, as you were saying, when I started my schooling, I think I started school when I was 3. Franco was alive until 1975, so I was in school for 2 years under the Franco regime.
Yeah, but you
The
were very
rest,
young. You were a baby,
yeah, I
almost.
was a baby, but
Yeah.
all my educational did not transition from one day to the other. It took
Yeah.
a long, long while to
Yeah.
learn, to have
Right.
a new educational system
Uh-huh.
where you can learn in Basque, and that's okay. So
Hmm.
the Basque language really it's something that it marks this area, but it's not exclusive.
What
I
when
would
you
say
say it's not exclusive, is what do you
it's not
mean?
exclusive to speak Basque equals your Basque.
Oh, okay. All right. I get it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I misunderstood. Francisco, now that we are with this kind of a, well, it wasn't meant to be a political talk today
I know.
at all. But one thing leads to another. We know that. Regarding the Basque language, the repression that you had, when I say you, I mean the area,
Mhm.
the Basque people, regarding the language, obviously in education, as you just said. Did it happen also with the traditions in the entire Basque culture area regarding? I know that there is a lot of superstitions that we made a podcast out of that in our
Yes.
early stages. Remember that?
As
And
witches.
also, yeah, that's right. Witches and superstitions is chapter 2. By the way, guys, in case that you decide to listen to that chapter, it is embarrassing. Seriously.
Hey, come on. It was the very beginning of this
Yeah, it
podcast.
was our very, very, very beginning of this adventure. But anyway, just getting back to the topic, did it affect everyday style, living? I don't know. I'm just talking from the top of my head. Superstitions. Did it affect any of
Well,
that, or I don't know?
I
Just
think that the
let
culture.
us let us know the culture. That's right. Let us
Yeah.
know.
So the culture, you are what you are, and you are educated the way you're educated. So
Yeah.
uh, I was educated without saying I was Basque on a Basque way. Okay,
Okay, repeat that.
so the way my parents, my grandparents, my system around,
Yeah. Your
parish,
your bubble. Your bubble.
my bubble, we're Basque culture.
Mhm.
So that's the way we have been brought up. We were never told that we were Basque. It was just the way we were brought up. In the mountains is where, there's a lot of music and dancing and all of that, that the songs used to be in Basque. I learned how to dance some of those dances, the same rhythm, the same steps, but the words said in Spanish.
So let's say that the folklore, the local folklore of the areas, they were preserved, but
Mhm.
the language was here the issue.
Franco was like, if you speak Basque, you're
Yeah,
Basque, you
yeah,
are evil.
yeah. We got that. So they were translated into Spanish. But
Mhm.
what about traditions? What about what's the name of that man that is your Santa that goes
Santa
on
Claus, the Olenchero.
the Olenchero? Did it went through the Franco period?
When I was a kid, we didn't have Olenchero. We didn't have that Basque Santa Claus. Now that I never thought about it until now, but
Seriously?
we didn't. There was no Olenchero Santa Claus parade. It would not come home. It was the
Oh.
three wise men. Yeah, I never thought about that one.
Well, wow, that's really impresses me a lot. And what about I don't know, all those kind of how can I put it in words? Superstitions, I think is the right word. That you have some symbols in the Basque culture that I mean, being in the area where you are, you have a lot of things to do with nature, with the wildness of the forests, the mountains, the animals, spring, waking up to the world again, back again for another year of productions, and you have a lot of things going on. And I know about one particular thing that not so long ago has been a recent discovery about it, isn't it?
Well, the thing is that all of this mythology,
Mythology, mythology. That's right. Sorry.
we have to understand that the Basque culture is pre-Romanization, pre-Christianization.
Yeah.
So all of these pre-Christian religions, they are mythological religions or traditions. All of these, you don't practice it outside of the house. You tell the stories at home. You share all of these at
Hmm.
home. So all of that is what was taught to me, not as a Basque thing, just as a traditional thing,
Hmm.
not with the word Basque. So all of these things of mythology, we I've heard them all my life. We always had an aunt. She was a witch,
Yeah.
and she was a witch, which is totally against Franco point of view. But we would talk about it, just not say a Basque witch, not a sorguine, which is a word for Basque witches.
Say the word again, please.
Sorguine.
Sorguine.
Mhm. Not an easy word
Hmm.
to say.
I know. That's why I told you. Please repeat
Damn
it.
language. It's too complicated to pronounce.
By the way, we have a chapter dedicated to your aunt, remember?
Yes. Aunt
So, guys
Madeleine.
out there, go on the list and search for it because it's really, really interesting.
She was a delight. Anyway, so, but hey, where is this podcast taking us, for God's sakes?
Oh, yeah. Go on. Just go on.
So, the idea of this podcast was to talk about a recent discovery.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we want to talk about today.
Yeah.
Sorry for this very long introduction, but I think it's a great
No,
introduction.
I think it's amazing. I mean, it's
Yeah, I mean, it's to
fascinating.
put us in context. What is the
Yeah.
importance of this discovery that took place in 2021?
21.
2021. Yes, it was discovered in
Oh,
2020.
yeah.
Thing is that, okay, in this Basque tradition,
Hmm.
Franco hated everything that was spoken in Basque. But the Basque tradition, it is the transmission of the language has always been oral. We have always talked. Okay? We don't know the origin of the Basque language. It comes from
Hmm.
these Carhun migrations that took place about 2,000 years before Christ from Northern Europe to Africa and from Africa to Europe. When they know European languages were created, there were some parts that were not touched by these migrations. One of them was the Basque country, the Basque area. We cannot say Basque country because Basque country is a modern thing. Okay.
Hmm.
So this is the origin of our language. We don't know where it comes from. And since that time, 2,000 years before Christ, it has been transmitted orally. We have never,
Wow. Is that
I mean,
right?
yes, I mean, for
But
us,
just by the word of mouth.
word of mouth. So that's why we don't know how much of the archaic Basque language we speak.
Hmm.
It's, well, it has evolved. This obviously when Roman language, Latin came into the peninsula,
Yeah.
the Basque also learned from it. But
Uh-huh.
now all
Yeah.
the new words that we have in the world, Wi-Fi, Facebook, all of those words are said in English. We have a lot of anglicisms inside of Basque language because we do not have, in the origin, we didn't have Facebook. Go wonder.
There is another thing that I know that for sure that, and I think it was you who taught me about it. You don't have crosswords in Basque. You use
We don't have
Spanish, don't
password.
you?
We do use them in Spanish. We don't have bad words. We're good people.
Oh, fine. That's so funny.
But the thing is that everything is transmitted by words,
Uh,
sound. So, in fact, here we have one thing that is called the Versolaris. The Versolaris, it's a contest. It's like the rappers, they have these things where they give them 1 minute and they have to start singing, and then the
yeah.
other one has to answer, and then the other one has to answer back. It's pretty much that way. Okay, but it's an
So
ancient.
now, don't tell me now that you are the inventors of the rap. Come on.
Well, now that you say that.
Oh,
But
yeah,
that,
right.
imagining a poem out of that, this
Okay.
Versolaris, is where they did. Right?
Okay.
So when did we start writing? There's a little bit of a writing in a codex, in a book, a side note from the 11th century that are 2 or 3 words in Basque. Those are the first written Basque that we have. But we need to wait until the 16th century to find one whole book written in Basque. Okay?
Wow.
The thing is that, just think about it. I mean, the Gutenberg press, printing press started in 1440, and we are on the 1500s writing for the first time. Nothing is been written before. So for us, this is like we have never written anything until modern times. Okay? What's the thing? 20 kilometers south of the city of Pamplona, which is about 10 miles south of Pamplona.
Yeah.
In the year 2021, they were doing some excavations, and suddenly they found a little thing with the shape of a hand. Okay, it's a flat thing.
Yeah.
And they started cleaning it and researching on it. And 1 year later, they found out that in that thing that we still don't know what it is, there were some written words. The thing is that we have dated it, and we're talking about a century before Christ.
So they did that test to date that
Mhm.
ornamental thing, or however you want to call it, was written some Basque words, and it's dated like about 1 century before Christ.
Christ. So suddenly the whole world has gone crazy, or because it's, you have one of the ancient languages in the world.
Okay,
Suddenly,
but how did you get to know that they were Basque language?
that's
Those,
a good one. The thing is that
right?
here in the peninsula, we don't have the alphabet as we know it
Uh-huh.
until much, much later.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Right.
it is written in Paleo-Hispanic. Okay, what on earth is this?
Yeah.
The thing is that Paleo-Hispanic is considered to be a language,
Yeah.
okay, that it was written. Today we write of what we hear in English, in French, in Spanish. That's what we do. If you
Different
go to
accents, but that's what we do.
the
Yeah.
pronunciation is what we
Yeah.
write. But if you go to Chinese, for example, they write like hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
Okay? So we can say that this Paleo-Hispanic, it's the mixture between hieroglyphics and writing.
Okay.
It's
The old
somewhere in
old
the middle.
Latin should
Yeah.
be old
So
Latin.
it's symbols, it's strange. So we don't know exactly what it rates. So really, it's what this piece they have discovered is called La Mano de Irulegi, Irulegi's hand. Irulegi is the village that is there.
Spell Irulegi, please.
Irulegui, Irulegi.
Irulegi.
Right?
Okay.
So
Right.
the thing is that it has a shape of a hand. It is pretty much the size of a hand. It's 5 inches by 4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It has a shape of a hand. It's 5 fingers. It's flat. So people say, so we're studying what on earth it could be. They're debating between it could be either something to hang from the neck because it has a little hole on the top,
Yeah.
or it has something on the back that it could be. And the location where it was found, it is at the entrance of a home. So it could be a doorknob.
Oh.
We don't know what it is, but what is funny, they say that probably it's not a doorknob because it has a face and a back and forth.
Two
You can
faces. Two
two
faces.
faces. There we go.
Yeah.
On one face, in the hand, you can see the nails. They have been drawn in there.
Yeah.
And in the other hand is where you have the writings. Right?
Okay.
So
And being so much attached the culture, the Basque culture to the mythological world, could it have any kind of meaning or guess about if it could be something to keep away all the bad spirits, just to say something?
well, if it's a doorknob, which kind of makes sense. Okay, so it makes sense what you're saying because in the palm of the
Yeah.
hand, which is where it's written, we have
Uh-huh.
3 lines.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and on top of each line and at the bottom of the last one, there are 4 words or something written. Out of the 4 words, we have been able to translate from this Paleo-Hispanic into Spanish today, or into
Yes.
Basque today,
Yeah.
and it says Sorieneco.
Sorieneco.
And Sorionak, Sorieneco, means greetings, joy, happiness. For example,
Sorienak. Yeah, it's a salute
Sorien-
in
so for
Basque.
example,
Yeah.
in Christmas we say Sorionak,
Sorienak. Yeah.
happy birthday,
Oh,
Sorionak.
how interesting.
So it could mean, it could be something, to put on a doorknob, and that way it protects, you bring joy to the house. But also it could be something to hang from the neck, like a necklace,
Uh-huh.
as
I
protection.
mean, for the size, it's a little bit too big, isn't it?
Well, we don't, as again, we really don't know what this hand is all about. But it is amazing because it's the first time we have something written in Basque. And we're talking that we don't have anything written until the 11th century after Christ.
Hmm.
And suddenly we have found out something 1,000 years younger. It's mind blowing. It's an incredible discovery. They're studying on it because something that I think is quite interesting is that in the writing,
Yeah.
there are 2 ways. Whoever wrote that did it in 2 different ways. One, with a sharp pen or something, scratch some of the letters,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
but also with a needle, they were making little holes to
Just to
write the
engrave the
word.
words.
So we don't know what this is. I mean, it was discovered in 2021,
Yeah.
and we have not seen it yet. It was exposed for 1 week.
Only a
Yes,
week.
only a week because
Oh,
they
what a
need to
shame.
research on it.
But is there any photos somewhere that could be found?
Yeah, I mean, on internet you can find a lot of things. There's a lot of studies being done all around the world about this hand of Irulegi,
Uh-huh.
but uh, it's it's in Pamplona, and they're researching it here, and we don't know when or where it's going to be exposed.
It
But
sounds to me, I mean, probably you're gonna say I'm a little bit crazy here, but this story is so fascinating. It sounds to me a little bit like kind of like the Rosetta Stone when they
well,
could transcribe the Egyptians, language with those signs and everything that nobody knew to all Greek and then to Latin. It sounds to me it's
it's
kind of a
it,
same thing, isn't it?
yes. So imagine the discovery of this thing. It is like the Rosetta Stone.
Oh my
So
goodness.
now
I'm getting
everybody,
goosebumps.
yeah,
Oh.
I mean, to me, it's something that it's really an amazing thing. It's now if you come to the Basque to visit the Basque country, the souvenir shops, you're gonna find magnets with the shape of the Irulegi's hand, and you're gonna find t-shirts with the Irulegi hand. So it's absolutely everywhere now, and we
Uh-huh.
have not seen it. We have only seen pictures of it. I mean, it was
Okay.
exposed in Pamplona, like uh, 2 minutes away from where I live. Literally 2 minutes.
Lucky you. You got to see it?
No, I
Oh.
was on tour.
Oh, what a shame. Oh my God.
I was like, oh God. But
What a
there were
shame.
lines of 2 hours to go see it, and you could not stop on it. You had to
I
go.
wouldn't have mind to line for a whole
Yeah.
day just to see one of those unique things, that
So
is part of a history.
now, what the citizens of Pamplona or the citizens of the Basque country were saying, come on, yes, do your research, take a lot of pictures,
And
scan
show
it,
it.
but show it. We
Yeah,
need
show
to
it.
see this thing. And it's a little, tiny little plate, very flat, made
Yeah.
of bronze, very simple.
Also, it's in
Nothing.
bronze, it's metal.
It's metallic. It's metallic. Yes, it's made in
Ah,
bronze.
right. I thought it was a stone.
No, no, no. It's in bronze,
Yeah.
and it's, I don't know. I really can't wait to see it, and I don't know. It's like, as you said, it gives me goosebumps
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
It's like somebody
Francisco,
wrote
do us a favor. Would you please say again the hand of? Spell it.
Irulegi. Irulegi.
Spell it, please, again. Yeah.
Irulegui.
Okay. Well. I mean, the moment we're done with this, I'm gonna do my research on that. Yes,
About it.
just because I've never seen that. I have heard about the. Now that you mentioned that they were making excavations and archaeological, places that they thought there was something, and but it was one of those things that you read on the
Yeah,
news,
on
and,
the
and
news.
I mean, you get so many sources of news every day. You're bombed constantly, but some of them that they do remain in the back of your brain, of your brains. I'm sorry. So now is that you mentioned. I do believe I maybe, or maybe it's mixing with something else. But anyway, I'm just going to look for it. And well, that was absolutely incredible and fascinating, Francisco.
Oh, well,
So. Um, how do you feel as a 100% Basque, as you said that you are? Did you have your DNA test done?
yes, I've done my DNA test, and
Yeah,
it says I'm 100% Basque. Obviously, it's going to
100%.
change, and the more people who does the test, you're going to find more. So we're hopefully going to go into details, and maybe it's not 100% Basque. Have a little bit of, well, and my brothers. I have two red hair brothers with clear blue eyes, which is like,
Yeah.
are you 100% Basque too? What the hell? Well, we'll see. We'll see. I can't. Have you done your DNA test?
Yes, I did mine some years ago. It's a bomb.
Hey,
It's a
what about
bomb.
if we do a podcast about talking about our DNAs and our
Yeah,
heritage?
yeah, yeah.
That
Don't
could be
mind at
great.
all. Yeah. So you are the one in charge of writing the list down. So place it.
Okay, I'll be
Okay,
right.
and
I'll
then
put it
we
on the
will
list.
we'll come eventually with our DNA. I mean, I don't. I mean, half of the podcast is already done because if you are 100% Basque,
I
that's
know
it.
it's like I'm Basque. Now, Jorge, what are you?
No, mine is. Oh, I don't even dare to say anything now. But seriously, it's a bomb. Mine is
Well,
is a real
okay,
bomb.
just a little spoiler.
Yeah,
You're 25% Gypsy,
yeah, real gypsy. Yeah,
and
and I'm
Gypsy,
proud of it. Very
of
proud of
course,
it.
and you
Yeah.
know how much I love that part of you. Okay, once again, please, for our listeners, for us here in Spain, to our gypsies, we don't call them Romas.
No,
Okay.
we don't.
If
No.
you call Spanish gypsies Romas, they would be offended.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like in the United States, we know that when you talk about Romas, you call them Romas, you don't call them gypsies because that's offensive to them. To our gypsies, they call themselves gypsies, not Romas. Okay.
In Spanish, which is gitanos.
Gitano.
I
So
mean, I
you
don't
are,
I, I don't consider myself gitano because I haven't lived the culture. A little bit with my mother when she was alive, but I mean, she was half. I'm 25 percent of that gy- culture, gypsy, but that is a
you
lot
you
behind.
have to have a very weird. So, okay, I don't want to talk
Say it,
about
say
this. I
it,
don't want to
say it,
make a spoiler. But
say it.
okay, our listeners, the gypsies, they come from India.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
and they
Yeah,
come from India all the way down to Egypt.
yeah.
Egypt, gypsies, that's why they're called that way. And they come to Morocco. So,
But don't make any more spoilers because we do have one podcast already made about gypsies in Spain.
okay.
So
So,
people out there, if you want to know a little bit like an intro for our future
future.
podcast regarding our DNA, just get that. Look in the list of the podcast, and you just find the gypsies in Spain. I think it's called the program, and just listen to the story, the origins of everything.
Okay.
But
So,
then
I
once you
love
do
this new
that,
topic.
once you do that, then you'll understand maybe a little bit of Francisco's DNA and also my DNA. But anyway, that is going to be for a future.
In the future.
Well,
Okay.
Francisco, is there anything that you want to add regarding this beautiful discovery that you mentioned today?
No, I think that's
No.
pretty much all we wanted to share, a little bit of the Basque language, culture, and especially the founding of the Mano de Irulegi, Irulegi's hand.
Mm-hmm.
And well, we'll keep on telling, sharing our stories with our listeners. And if whenever the Mano de Irulegi is exposed, I promise I will give my best to try to do a show, Facebook or YouTube show.
I will never forgive you if you don't do that.
Well, it will depend on if I get
On
permission.
your
Who
schedule and
knows?
permission and etc.
Well, especially permission because it's going to be so restricted. But well, hey,
Hey,
Hopefully,
but in Pamplona, I work with you in Pamplona, and you are like Mickey Mouse. Everybody knows you. You go, hello, 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 bye,
well,
hey,
but come
hey.
on, Pamplona is so small that everybody knows everybody.
Yeah, but you are a little bit extra above,
You fool, you
everybody's know.
fool.
Okay, well,
Anyway,
chicos, here it was Jorge Roman with Traveling with Jorge.
and this is Francisco from Traveling the Steps.
Okay,
Thank you everybody for listening to this week's podcast. As we always say, please give us a thumb up if you don't mind in any platform you're listening to us. If you're into YouTube, also give us a thumb up. Subscribe to our channels because it really helps us position ourselves in the social media world.
absolutely. So, Francisco, chicos, everybody out there, I will see you. We will see you next week. Adios.
Adios, amigos.
And as usual, we want to thank all our listeners for being there every week, letting us sharing our talks. Follow us in Spanish Loops in Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or your favorite platform.
And in Instagram, you can find us as the Spanish Loops Podcast, no spaces altogether. If you want to find us the quickest way, just Google Spanish Loops Podcast and you will find us. Hasta la vista, amigos.
See you next week.